Well, good day. This is the Lone Journalist, or I am the Lone Journalist for KRAZ TV, and this is a book review. It's got to be over at 0 because it's not a child's subject or a family-friendly. Citizen 865, The Hunt for Hitler's Hidden Soldiers in America, by Debbie Cenziper. I hope I didn't butcher her name. Another great book. Horrendous stories, but one that needed to be told, and somehow some justice is being served after all these years. Debbie Cenziper now she's the winner of a Pulitzer Prize, or the Pulitzer Prize, so she must be a pretty good investigative journalist, and that's what she is. There's her picture. She is an investigative journalist, a professor and author based in Washington, D.C., a contributing reporter for the investigative team at the Washington Post. She has won many major awards in print journalism, including the 2007 Pulitzer Prize. Cenziper is a co-author of the critically acclaimed Love Wins, The Lovers and the Lawyers Who Fought the Landmark Case for Marriage Equality. She was recently named the Director of Investigative Journalism at Northwestern University Medville School of Journalism. Wonderful. This book is from Hachette Books, New York, Boston. The gripping story of a team of Nazi hunters at the U.S. Department of Justice as they raced against time to expose members of a brutal SS killing force who disappeared into America after World War II. In 1990, in a drafty basement archive in Prague, two American historians made a startling discovery. A Nazi roster from 1945 that no Western investigator had ever seen. The long-forgotten documents containing more than 700 names helped unravel the details about the most lethal killing operation in World War II. In the tiny Polish village of Tronica, the SS set up a school for mass murder and then recruited a roving army of foot soldiers, 5,000 men strong, to help annihilate the Jewish population of occupied Poland. After the war, some of these men vanished, making their way to the U.S. and blending into communities across America. Although they participated in some of the unspeakable crimes of the Holocaust, Tronica men spent years hiding in plain sight, their terrible secret intact. In a story spanning 7 decades, Citizen 865 chronicles the harrowing wartime journeys of 2 Jewish orphans from occupied Poland who outran the men of Tronica and settled in the United States, only to learn that some of their one-time captors had followed. A tenacious team of prosecutors and historians pursued these men, and up against the forces of time and political opposition, battled to the present day to remove them from U.S. soil. Though insider accounts and research in 4 countries, this urgent and powerful narrative provides a front row seat to the dramatic turn of events that allowed a small group of American Nazi hunters to hold murderous men accountable for their crimes decades after the war's end. Well, it's certainly a real eye-opener. Peter Black was one of the OSI. OSI meant Office of Special Investigations in the Justice Department back in 1971. And they were just clearing out records and looking for guys. And they never even knew about Tronica until, like they said, they actually went to West Germany. This was during the Cold War. And then they were in Prague because that was an easier place to operate inside the communist bloc during that time. So they were over there digging around, and they kept coming up with this name, Troninka, Trawnika, Troninka. And they finally figured it out that some of these guys, one of them was Jacob Reimer, and another guy that's, see if I can get their names. These are some of the pictures. Reimer. He had changed his name. He posed for an official photograph and signed a service oath to the SS. I hereby declare that I am obliging myself for service in the Guards Detachment of the Commissioner of the Reichsfuhrer SS and Chief of the German Police. And he went on to receive 4 promotions, vacation, service medals, and the promise of a future in Nazi utopia. And the other guy also, let's see, what was his name? Oh, John Demjanjuk of Cleveland. There's the other guy's face. Oh, he got sent back and convicted of accessory murder of more than 28,000 at the Sobibor killing center. So Reimer, I think, was the one that said, no, I didn't want to shoot anybody, but they forced me out to the side of the pit with a gun, and after they were all shot, I saw one guy moving, and they yelled at me. I had to shoot him, and so I shot one guy, but he was already near death, and so he stopped moving after I shot him. And that's the only person I ever shot. Well, he'd shot a lot more people, but now all the other people had been gone. The Romanies, the gays, and everybody else. And all that was left was to rout out the last few Jewish settlers. And so even after they'd been taken off, there were still hanger-oners and people that got by that these people went out and rooted out the last of the populations in the ghettos and shot them. It's a horrible and terrible story, but it's a true story. And the big fight was to get Germany to take them back. Germany would not take their Nazi war criminals back, and they really, well, these prosecutors and investigators raised hell at them, you know. Some guys took them over to Israel, and then I think Israel was going to hang some of them, and I guess they stayed in jail so long that some of them were just let out of prison in Israel, and that would have been rare, but it's just an amazing, amazing story. And they almost got away because Troninka was really a small place, but it was, instead of the gas chambers and all, they had crews go out and round up people and execute them right there and stuff, so they almost got away, but they didn't, and I guess we should be all glad that happened. I don't know. How can you be glad for murder and death and criminality? But anyways, get the book like we did. Citizen 865, The Hunt for Hitler's Hidden Soldiers in America. And we got this book at the Tucson, Pima County Public Library. Just be glad that, justice does have its way sometimes. But Debbie Cenziper, I hope that's her name, did a great reporting. And we also have a playlist called Our New Chiefs Are Strong Women. Here's a strong woman that wrote this book. So I hope you can check it out, because I have a lot of stories about the Nazis and all. I don't know why I picked those bastards to expose, but they needed it, and we'll just see how it goes from there. But learn and take a lesson from history, right? Well, thanks for watching, and watch all of our other shows at KRAZTV.com, and at your channel at KRAZTV, hit other channels, and that will be where the adult site is, where we have over 300 other books similar and of the same issue. Thank you. Goodbye.